Thankfully, cats are pretty easy to train. They are responsive to rewards, for example, when they are hungry, thirsty, or need to use the bathroom. The problem is that the benefits of training your cat all come in the form of treats and positive reinforcement, but what about the negatives? What about when your cat does something you don't want them to do? A good way to help control your cat's behavior is through the use of scat mats. A scat mat offers a unique combination of protection and power distribution. Scat mats are specially designed with an electric grid that sends out thousands of volts per minute. The mat makes a loud noise when touched or stepped onto. What you should know about cat training. It is necessary for all cats to be trained. Cat training will teach your house cat the basics of being a good pet and becoming an integral part of family life. It's also important to make sure that your cat is socialized. The first thing you need to know about cat training is that it can be done at any age, even as an adult. Training your kitten will help them to grow into kinder, more loving companions. Socializing cats, on the other hand, helps them understand what are acceptable behaviors in different scenarios. This softens their natural inclination to scratch or hiss when they are nervous or unfamiliar with new people or places. Cats are natural hunters and can be destructive due to their curiosity. Cats need love and attention just like dogs do. As a pet owner, you want your cat to be as happy and healthy as possible. With the help of this article, you will learn all the information you need to know about training your cat. The importance of cat training and what to expect. Cat training is a process that every owner of a cat should go through. It will teach the cat obedience and respect for the owner. The cat will be able to explore their environment without fear, and it will make sure they don't make a mess of things. Some people find it difficult to train their cats because they are scared of them or because they think that these animals can't be trained. The truth is that cats can be trained just as well as any other animal if given the proper time and effort from their owners. Why you should train your cat. Training your cat is beneficial for many reasons. Training them can help to teach them good habits, give you more control over their behavior, and even make it easier for you to take care of them. Training your cat is not as difficult as you may think. Cats are intelligent creatures that can be trained with the right methods and consistency. Here are some tips on how to train your cat. Start by keeping training sessions short, about 10 minutes each day. Keep training sessions consistent so they don't forget what you've taught them. Reward your cat after successful training sessions with food or attention. Don't push your cat too hard, or they will get bored and frustrated with the process. The rationale behind why cats do what they do. Cats are a fascinating animal that have not been fully understood by humans. There are many reasons why cats do what they do, and it's always best to remember that every animal has a different perspective. We can't always know what a cat is thinking, but there are some patterns of behavior that we can predict. To understand why cats do what they do, it's important to first look at their evolutionary history. Cats were domesticated from the African wild cat, which could be found in Africa and nearby regions as well as Europe and Asia during ancient times. In the 19th century, felines were introduced to North America for the animal trade and hunting. Today we find them all over the world either as pets or feral animals living in colonies on city streets and in rural areas. Baby steps when training your cat. Cat training is a two-way street. Cats are smart animals that are not easily domesticated. They need to be trained by their owners because it is the only way for them to learn how to behave in the house. The first step in training your cat is to make sure that you have a clean litter box, water bowl, and food dish. Cats will naturally use these things if they are placed away from any other activity areas. The second step is patience. Treats and games should only be used as reinforcements for good behavior once they have already been taught how to do them, such as sitting or scratching on a scratching post. Cats love treats, but it's important not to overdo it because they can lead cats away from their proper diet, and weight issues can result as well as obesity problems. How to start training your cat. It all starts with patience. Cats are fascinating creatures, and many people like to share their lives with them. But cats will often be stubborn about doing things that they know you want them to do. You can't change that, but you can teach them new behaviors. This article is about how to start training your cat. It all starts with patience. How to train your cat and other tips on cat care. 1. Use training treats. Cats love food, so if you want to teach them a new trick, use a special treat as an incentive and reward. 2. Extend training sessions. To reinforce the lesson, use the same toy and target again and again until your cat gets it right. 3. Encourage your cat to play with other objects. This will help distract your pet from scratching furniture or carpets. 4. Create an escape room filled with boxes or chairs for your pet to climb on. They will have an adventure while also getting plenty of exercise. Training your cat with positive reinforcement. Positive reinforcement is a type of conditioning where the subject receives some kind of reward for performing the desired behavior. There are many ways positive reinforcement can be implemented to get your cat to act on your behalf. For instance, you may give them food, strokes, or attention when they do something you like. Through the use of positive reinforcement, you can train your cat to perform specific behaviors that will make their lives better and easier while simultaneously managing challenging behaviors. Training your cats with toys and treats. Cats are one of the most popular pets in the world, with an estimated 50 million cats in the United States alone. If you have a cat, chances are you've spent time thinking about how to train your feline companion. Family Pets is now able to offer some tips on how to train your cat with toys and treats. It can be difficult to meet all of your cat's needs and desires, which is why it's helpful for them to have some type of toy they enjoy playing with. This will keep them entertained and happy when they aren't getting attention from their owner. Cats will often enjoy a toy that is soft or has a lot of movement, so it's important that you consider this when selecting or creating one for them to play with. Top 10 ways to train your cat at home. It is really hard to train a cat. They often refuse to obey our orders and do what they want instead. But it is not impossible, and the following list has some great tricks on how you can train your cat at home. 1. Food. Cats are notoriously picky eaters. However, there are some substitutes on the market that will help you train your cat to enjoy a variety of different foods. 2. Toys. Cats are notoriously difficult to train. They can be stubborn and unwilling to learn your desired behaviors, even if they know it will make you happy. But with the right tools and patience, you can teach your cat to do anything. Here are some of the best cat training toys for teaching new behaviors. 3. Plenty of patience. If you have a cat and you want to train it, the advice in this article will help. The first thing you should do is to learn about your cat. You need to know what motivates them and what doesn't work with them. It is also a good idea to get a book on how to train your cat at home, because there are many books that offer great advice on how to train your feline friend. 4. No command. In this article, we'll teach you how to say no in a way your cat will understand. Cats are incredible animals who love to chase and play with anything that moves, especially a string or a laser pointer. They can be very difficult to train because they learn much slower than dogs. But it's important to remember that cats need love and attention just as much as humans. 5. Scolding methods. Cats are wonderful companions. They can offer hours of entertainment, but sometimes they need direction. However, for many cat owners, scolding is the only method they know, and it's not always successful in teaching cats what to do and not to do in the house. There is a better way. Use the following methods to train your pet at home. 6. Clicker training method. Clicker training method is an excellent way for pet owners to train their cats at home. Instead of using a handheld clicker, a cat owner can make a clicking sound with their mouth or use an actual clicker. The click sound can be followed by a treat of the cat's favorite food or a toy the cat enjoys playing with. A click sound tells the cat they have done something right and will be rewarded. 7. Manipulate their behavior with furniture arrangement or litter box placement. Cats are easily trainable, and depending on their personality and lineage, all you may need to do is place their litter box in a certain location. Cats tend to prefer privacy, and will gravitate towards the one area that has been designated as their litter box. Train your cat by placing the litter box in a corner of your house where there is a lot of privacy. They will quickly learn where they are allowed to eliminate. 8. Splitting your attention between several cats at one time to train them all at once. Cat owners who are looking for a way to train their cat at home should consider splitting their attention between several cats at one time. This technique will help you to train your cat without the need to have the other cats in the room with you. 9. Use different cat treats for each command you want them to learn for maximum efficiency. You can train your cat at home by using different treats for each command you want them to learn. This is a more humane way of training your cat rather than keeping them in a cage or tying them up. 10. Offer your cat a toy every time he or she does. Cats are great pets that can provide companionship and entertainment, but they can also be very frustrating. You might find that your cat is destroying your furniture and getting into things you don't want them to. This article will discuss some tips about how to train your cat at home by using some simple toys and treats. How to train your cat, do's and don'ts. We all know how to train a cat, right? Don'ts lists are following here. 1. Don't rub the cat's nose in its litter box. 2. Don't pick up a kitten by the scruff of the neck. 3. Don't withhold food from your pet, and then offer it as a reward. 4. Don't put your hands over your pet's face, and force it to do something it doesn't want to do. 5. Do not apply human rules or logic to your animal. 6. Do not expect animals to be obedient just because you are their owner, but work with them on an equal level. 7. Avoid using punishment-based techniques when training animals. They are more likely to be effective in humans than in animals because of the animal's inherent ability to understand complex social interactions. Nevertheless, there is some insist that you shouldn't train your cat. The cultural history of the cat is long and complex, but our relationship with them has typically been one of dominance. Cats are typically seen as pet animals, domesticated to live under human control. This perspective can be traced back to ancient Egypt, where cats were so revered that they were often mummified. But this reverence was not universal. In some cultures, cats were worshipped as gods, while in others they were seen as symbols of evil and misfortune. In medieval Europe, cats were believed to be associated with witches and devil worshipping because their nocturnal habits seemed suspicious to those who could only see them at night. Cats have been revered in some cultures and despised in others. In ancient Egypt, they were worshipped as gods. In medieval Europe, they were seen as symbols of evil and misfortune. Cats make great pets, but training them can be difficult. There are a number of resources available to help people train their cats. This article will provide some tips for training your cat, as well as a list of resources for those interested in more information on the subject.